makes them. This is called a hamsa. This one has an eye in it. And he has them with all kinds of different things here. All kinds of images, and he paints them himself right here. So I wanted to mention superstition in Jewish religion, and it's true of Islam too. Yeah, there is a lot. There is a lot. If you go back to the 1800s, I think virtually all religious Jews would have believed this stuff. Today, I don't know what the numbers would be. Surely it's less, but anyway, if you go to the Israel Museum, you see lots of examples of amulets. Hamsa's a hand, and there's actually the Midrash, which is commentary on the Tanakh. Tanakh is an abbreviation for the law and the prophets. So you have 3 parts, but okay, Tanakh. When you hear that word, think Old Testament, okay? And Midrash talks about how you protect yourself against the evil eye. Have you ever heard of the evil eye?
I think so.
Yeah, it's in lots of cultures actually. Used to be a big thing. And of course, because they believe in evil spirits, you go to sleep at night and they get on your fingers. That's why you do the washings in the morning and so forth. They also believe it's good to wear an amulet, or it's good to have a saying that will keep someone's jealousy that can cause an evil eye, or an evil spirit that can cause an evil eye. And so you hold your hands in a certain way. Go ahead, what are you going to say?
I feel like it's very similar to ojo, which in Spanish, someone, they'll rub the egg because you have you heard of that?
Same thing, yeah. Same thing, same kind of thing, yeah. And of course, I think it varies. Today, I don't know what percentage of people would buy into this. I don't think it would be many, but we can still see the hamsa, the hand. It's kind of upside down.
Yeah.
Some of which will have an eye here.
Okay, that makes sense.
And you can see those in shop after shop.
So that should keep the evil eye.
It protects you.
That evil.
Okay. It protects you. Now, think about superstitions in the New Testament. Is there even one?
Not that I've read.
There's not one. There's not one. The beauty of our faith is we're through with all that.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about that. You pursue God and Satan flees.
Yeah.
We're promised that. And so I know a lot of Christians say, yeah, he's a roaring lion. Well, I think those passages need to be studied because in reality, we don't have to fear Satan. If we're pursuing God.
Yeah.
Don't pursue God, fear Satan. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah. We're just having fun. So, okay. Yeah. Yeah. But honestly, we're laughing because, it's just funny when you start talking about some of these superstitions.
Yeah.
It's amazing. A baby that's about to be born, that woman as she's about to give birth, after all, the evil spirits may get that child, and so they don't want to leave her alone. Towards the end, don't leave the house. Keep watch over her. During the circumcision, you want to make sure that the child is protected. Some of the beds would have curves on the posters so that spirits come down and they go back up. You'd have the threshold of the house, poured water. Now, most of these, there's a whole book of these things.
Oh my gosh.
Whole book of them. And I've made lots of notes in my notes about all the superstitious practices, and I don't have time to cover all of that. It'll make what we're talking about boring if it becomes 30 minutes. But it's really true. There are so many from the 1800s. Again, the Israel Museum, you'll see lots of evidence there, but also Jewish writings. And so my hope is that is disappearing quickly.
I hope so too.
But I just don't know. I know a lot of them remain. I know for a fact quite a few of those remain. So they believe in a lot of demons, evil spirits, and things that are absolute silliness. Of course, I'm talking about those who are more likely to be the Hasidic Jews, not secular Jews, because again, most Jews today are secular. Yeah, do you realize the Talmud says that Abraham was a great astrologer?
Okay.
In fact, the kings from the east and the west would rise early and come to his door because he was so great at doing astrology. Let me read from the current Chabad website. This is the Orthodox You could even say Hasidic website. And I get a regular email from them, read those emails to see the thinking and so forth. And this one is I got not too long ago. Astrology is not only a factor to be taken into account when planning future events, it also influences human nature. According to the Talmud, one born under the constellation of the sun will achieve eminence, and one born under Venus will become wealthy and immoral. One born under Mercury will be wise and have a retentive memory. One born under the moon will suffer evil. One born under Saturn will suffer frustration. One born under Jupiter will be righteous. And one born under Mars will become either a surgeon or a slaughterer.
Do they
go ahead.
believe in the zodiac signs?
Yeah, that's what it's saying. Yeah. A birthday is therefore viewed by the rabbis as a day on which personal astrological fortune is at its most potent. And we could go on and on. But this is the current website. It's just like, I can't believe what I'm reading. It's that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So, I love the fact that we have none of that in our faith. Our faith is devoid of that. We're to put everything to the test. It's a command of God. Put everything to the test except only the good. Reject everything else. That's God's command. And so anyone who is a clear thinker, open-minded, can begin study and find out what truth might be behind astrology or whether it's nonsense, and can reject it. But of course the problem is that could move away from some of the Hasidic groups. Yeah.
Now, if Abraham was not an astrologist, what was his profession? I can't recall at this moment.
Well, Abraham became very wealthy with servants, sheep, livestock, and so he became very wealthy to the point he could actually have an army to go after Lot, who had been taken by with some of the kings of the plain and their people, and he rescued them. So